front door is locked and your phone is switched off. It's match time, and nothing can come in the way of a head coach and his Blood Bowl.
So, this next match will be in the Crendor League, where I am doing pretty damn well. 4-0 record, which is nice. Stygian, I think you're probably right. Although, skipping the agility and firing the catcher might be even better. So yeah, this is a team that is 4 games old. And for a team that is 4 games old, they're doing pretty well. This one is an MVP away, this one is an SPP away, this one's an MVP away, this one is a Kaz away, and these are an MVP away from another skill. And we already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 skill ups in 4 games. These elves are skyrocketing. They also have 3 rerolls and an Apo, of course. They have their 4th Blitzer. So yeah. The Necro whom I'm playing against did not quite have the same prodigious start. They have Strength 2 on a white and Niggling Injury on a zombie. And 12 players, 2 rerolls. So yeah, that's that's the next match. So, he's the one with the inducements, obviously. I mean, they have movement 8 blodge, which means they're practically wood elves, right? So, buying rerolls. Well, I mean, at least you can say this. The rerolls on the Necro team are not as bad as on most, because their rerolls are normally 70k, so you're only paying 30 extra for reroll. I have a feeling I might win this one. Hey, Lucky Lucas, thank you for the follow and welcome. Sure, let's kick first. Oh, very sudden. Let's see. Here. Batman. Yeah, looking good. Could go a bit forward. I mean, he's 12. And I suppose I might want to swap these because Lodge against no tackle. Yes, we are the Dark Elves. Stab some golems. Yes, totally. We have kick, but his wolves are very fast in the back anyway. Gamborio, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Sagelings. So I think I'm going to go for a shallow kick here. That actually makes it a bit better, maybe. Yep, that's the one. Oh, a 6. Get the ref. Oh, ball stays in. Good. So, we're going to be doing some fouling after all. Then again, so is he probably. Chumleewan, isn't that Street Fighter? Well, it's not like he's got 5 rerolls, right? One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Let's get out there and kick some ass, huh? So, another one foul there. Then again, we do have the bribe, so I suppose we could. Or he could do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, it's a bit much, but sure. Let's see if it works. Nope. Okay. Street Fighter, yeah, exactly. I mean, the last time I played Street Fighter was Street Fighter 2 on the Amiga 500, to give you some idea. So apparently it's stuck in my brain because I still remember it. Hey there, Falcon. Welcome back, dude. Hope the studying load has lowered a bit, giving you some time to yourself. Yakastay, thank you. Welcome. So we have someone in touchdown range. Also in mortal danger, of course. Oh right, I should remember that one of the whites actually has strength too. I didn't need that assist. I always called it the Amiga 500, so I guess that would make it a standard. I have no idea what a plus is. I can ask my mom, she's a few meters away and she bought the thing. Oh, she's no longer a few meters away. So that was a 1 die because of strength 2. Not blitzing my my forward position there. Oh, at least he didn't put him in a surfable spot. Well, in that case, it got turned into one at some point because I remember getting a... it had half an MB of RAM, and I remember at some point getting the other half an MB of RAM for my birthday. So suddenly I had double the RAM, 1 MB. This was a long time ago. So we could potentially blitz the carrier. This would be 1 GFI and this would be a 3+. Suppose we fail. This is the most dangerous one. We're so off here. That's a 2 die, that's good. Let's get on here, just to make this a bit harder to play off of. And let's get on there for the same reason. There, now his options for doing stuff if I screw up are less. Dodge used. Oh, reroll used. Still got 2 dice on the ball. If this 3+2+ works, which it does. 2 dice on the ball. Good. Okay. Could be better. Could be worse. Yeah, he definitely got off lucky there. Could have played for the 4+2+ dodge, I suppose. Less chance of beating up the reroll on the way. Yep, move and off, I guess. Good. Okay, no more reroll this turn. That's nice. Yeah, I played on the NES as well, Duck Hunt. There was a good Turtles game, I remember, where based on which of the 4 you picked, your weapon actually acted differently. I really liked Donatello in that one because the extra reach of the staff is just so good. I remember wanting to sell my Legos, which was a lot of Legos, as like an early teen. And since they were technically mine, my mom didn't feel like she could forbid me. So she bought them instead. I'm very glad she did, because now my kids play with them. Okay, scary, no reroll. Works. Is he gonna pass it now? That's a 4+5+, and an intercept chance. Which means it's no better than if he hadn't made those... 4+5+3+ for a touchdown and a non-intercept, so effectively a 2. Intercept fails, and so does the pass. Okay, good. So... this guy's on 15, so scoring on him would be pretty sweet. Oh, actually, it was a 5+ pass because of the weather, wasn't it? Yeah. Weather doing a thing. Could actually 2GFI to get there. So then we'd be here. This is the strength 2-1, so we can punch him, but rather not now because I don't want the extra dodge. Yeah, that's a bit shitty. Because now I really don't want to make those. But this is actually relatively safe. So it could be like here. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, that's bad. I should probably make this 2 back at some point. Left this guy surfable. Great, of course. That's good. Still haven't fouled, have I? Sage. But yeah, the advantage of having this guy here is that he's in touchdown range, which gives me a quicker score, which gives me more opportunity to steal again, because so far that's what this is starting to look like. The kind of game where we score a lot. Oh yeah, I remember karate. Wow. Was it like white versus red all the time or something? Yeah. That was a pretty bad game, to be honest. I mean, I played karate on the same machine I played Mortal Kombat 2 and Street Fighter 2. And if you compare those games, there's such a world of difference. Considering it's played on the same machine with the same specs, it's, yeah. I really liked Rick Dangerous. I really liked Supercars. There were a bunch of other games that were really cool. Yeah, thing is, I did karate as a kid, so that's probably why it appealed to me more. But yeah, that was not a good game. What else? You had Alien Breed, I think. That was nice. And what was the other one? Bit of an industrial feel to it. 2-player co-op shooting, top-down. Chaos Engine, that's the one. Chaos Engine, that was great. The cool thing is, a while back, I went and replayed Rick Dangerous on an emulator. And the cool thing is, I did not remember what the map was like, but I did know which things to, which ways to go. So even though I didn't actually know what I was doing, I could still do it properly. And normally I'd say something like, well, that's muscle memory. But this, I played it with a joystick before, and I was playing it with keyboard now. Oh, he's free to move now. Handoff is good. And running it in. Alright. That leaves us 4 turns for another touchdown. Alright. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So setup stays. But yeah, Chaos Engine was really good. Ahead of its time, I think. Supercars is actually the game that made me learn English. Because it had these between level points where you could buy a car, and you would have a conversation with the dealer, and saying the right things would get you a better deal on the car or something. So I kept running over to my mom and going, "Hey, what does this mean? What does that mean?" And yeah, that's how I learned English. I think it also had like Smoke on the Water as its game theme. Nice bounce. Very nice bounce. That's a 1 die. That's a half die. Because he's strength you. No assists. That's the same thing he did last time, isn't it? He's not gonna... He could get a 1 die here if he blitzes this. No, he's not gonna get a 1 die here either. So yeah. Interesting. Incoming Frenzy Trap. Still incoming Frenzy Trap. Reroll's already used. Ball is in a very funky spot. Promising. So this would be 2 die into half die. Oh, no, he's gonna pick up the ball first. Succeeds, sadly. Or that happens in the sun. And this would be 2 die into 1 die if it goes from there. Oh no, a push. That's so bad. Wrestle it is then. This is a 2 die. And this is also a 2 die. And this is also a 2 die. I'll take the skull. Rather keep that reroll for next turn fun stuff. Bit of a pity the witch is so far away. Yeah, and given that it's a ban where the legalities of it are disputable. I mean, even if you normally don't want to do piracy, the fact that these games are no longer being produced while being an important part of gaming's legacy, I think you can make a good case that that the people keeping these ROMs around are actually doing a massive community service. That's a 4+ handoff to start the turn with. It was a handoff, but yes, it was pretty what the fuck. Liger! Wow! Thank you. The volume was very low. Let me pull that up. Streamlabs. Sorry that the volume was so low. I didn't quite catch all of that, but thank you so much. That is most kind. Aww. Recent events. I'm just gonna read it out. I still have 2 minutes, and this is not a very complicated. Time to get me killed, like every time. I donate. Have a good day, my bearded git. Thank you, Liger. Thank you very much. All right. So that leaves 2 turns to go 3-0. I think Liger is actually the guy we should be focusing on skilling here. The one blitzer that doesn't have his first skill yet. 2 turns, huh? Yeah. Something like this, maybe. So yeah, let's see if we can go 3-0 first half and then receive. That would be very nice. My previous opponent said, "I'll let you know if I have any issues." To which my response was, "I'm not that kind of psychologist." And now we have an opponent who's never scored. This corner. Okay. Extra reroll for the good guys. Bad kick, actually. Yeah, I really don't want to come across as get good noob. I really hate that mentality. I'm very willing to help, but the the tone can make such a difference to how you come across. Get gets the POW on the dodge guy. Smush! Bye bye Kindred. Kindred is fine. Two rerolls, 2 turns. Oh yeah, SPP Elden Eagle, that's right. Did I place a dodge guy on the LOS? Do I not have 3 rookies anymore? I do not have 3 rookies anymore on this team. Wolf gets the push. Interesting to see what he does here. Yeah, that's a half die. That's a half. Okay. Happens. Thousand Losses playbook is definitely a good resource. I think I actually I have this I think I made a command for that even. No, that's not it. This is the one though. I think I've actually mentioned the 1000 losses in this bit as well. So yeah, getting Liger to score will not be easy since people got stuck their butt in front of my face, or his face, or whatever. Getting someone in scoring range is not that hard, like Stygian here. Unless he gets one die POW to the face. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's I think you could do. Yeah, thanks. That makes my life a lot easier. Let's start off with this 2 die. I think I'd rather push it onto the ball than anything else here. Oh yes, oh yes. Two, 4, 6, 7. There's a puppy here and a puppy there. Yeah, sure. Here, just to be safe. Some 18. She's on. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something like that then. Do I still have movement left? I still have movement. Oh, a 1 into a 3, that is splendid. I didn't need to dodge that, I actually had a punch there. So good. So do we hand off then? Given that we just failed to pick up. I mean, this guy's on 9. This guy's on 19. Yeah, I don't think we do. I think that's the worst. We can punch here and there though. I still haven't fouled, have I? Just don't seem to have the time to foul, really. Nice. Nice, Nevo. Or Nep. That is brilliant. Yes. Actually, Stygian, this one is my type out one, so it's Covain. Whoops. I can still hand off next turn. So yeah, let's say we go 4-0 by turn 10-ish. So 5 would be a good target. Hey there, Yoshi. Long time no see. Welcome back. My opponent is fairly new, and his team is undeveloped. My team is 4 games old, but ridiculously developed for for being 4 games old. Also, this was my kicking half. It's a pity about the SUD, otherwise I would have probably made some vanity passes as well. So calf is on 11. Well, yeah, there is kind of a snowballing effect there. If your first few games are lucky and you wind up being having a way better team with opponents who are not yet equipped to deal with that, then it's easier to farm more SPP later. Which is why a lot of the really good champ ladder runs are made very early in the season, right? Sure, you can. I know that one, Yoshi. I know that one. Oh, free punches. Free punches. Although, that would kind of have to be the witch doing it. Which is hard to insist on. So, let's see, what have we got? No, you may not make a learn skill request, because when I zoom out this much, seeing which ones are the blitzers is just not straightforward enough for me. So yeah, in order to punch here, oh, we've got this 2 die. And then we can stay in these 2 die. Or whatever. Is there anywhere else we can get a 2 die? Not with block, unless we score with him. Then we'd have to blitz with the witch, and that's also not good. No. So he needs 16 and he needs 7. Yeah, handoff's good. Except the handoff is bad, but that's what we got the free reroll for, right? Good. Running it in 3-0 first half while kicking. Stygian makes the touchdown. Nice. Thank you to all of my patrons for helping make this channel possible. Would you like players named after you too? Then you can become a patron via the link below. Yeah, you learned from Corvain. You were like, okay, so I need to pretend to drop it first so that I get to be the one who scores. Didn't quite get the memo about the turn 8 thing. So yeah, it is 11 versus 10, but we're receiving and we're 3-0 ahead. Is it Deadlights or Deadly Tess? Liger is on 2, so he needs 4 more, not 6 more. Ooh, he gets the punch stuff. I still haven't fouled. Okay, time to surf. This is the strength 2, this is the strength 2. So let's just say we shove Liger all the way out there. You get to assist 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get to be the carrier. This lets me punch that. I would really like to punch the wolf as well. Actually, let's swap this. Because that gives me a block there. And then we don't technically need this guy here anymore. Sure. Alright. Good enough. Kick, but apparently it was already out. Is it worth putting it on there? You sure? Might have to adjust a little bit in our planning. Gonna need this as an assist there later. Cool. This is now 2 dice. Good. Meparegri, thank you for the resub. Much appreciated. 2, 4, 6, 7. That's a bit sad. Can we get another guy out there? Not really. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, no. It's not happening. Shouldn't go into him, really. Oh well, 1 turn more then. Sure. Sheesh. Last one. Yeah, he's fine where he is, really. Give the white dauntless, yeah. Cute. I guess scoring on calf isn't awful. We could even risk it with a pass. That way he's on 3. But yeah, I should really plan this better. No, this is the Crendor League. There was a 300k team value difference, and he picked 3 rerolls. Both teams are 4 games old. No, the zombie got minus agility during this game. The white was already minus strength before this game. No, he has some level downs. That's it. He has a niggled zombie, he now has a minus agility zombie, and he has a minus strength white. That is it. Why did he pick the push? Okay. Suppose this is a push. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Good blitz there. Yes, Mipper agree. I would assume so. Okay, that's a 1 die. Both downs good enough for me. Oh, well, that's easier. Hey, Knorr, thank you for the raid. Welcome, Knorr viewers. You're watching the second half of a bit of a slaughter match. My Dark Elves are awfully developed for the fact that they are 4 games old. My opponent's Necro, not so much. You on your feet. Not much gonna happen here, not much gonna happen there. This is a 2 die because this is the strength 2 white. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could do something along the lines of this. So far, so good. Just the push is gonna have to do. So if I'm super greedy, I pass with Liger to put him on 3. However, it is very sunny. So the question is, how greedy am I? Really? And I roll a 2. Of course. I earned that. And now 1 on the cash that I no longer have the reroll for. Nope. So Calf goes to 14 and Liger is on 3 now. Good. Welcome, Mom. I Hate Tuesdays. Knorr Lard, yes. Or Mr. Hadwick Lard, I guess. Alright. Yeah, let's go with the real setup this time. That was pushing for a quick one before. So something like that. Okay. I'm addicted to symmetry, so I'm gonna go like this for now. That's okay. Does it get boring bullying new kids on the block? Yes, this is why I mostly play in League and not in Champs Ladder. Well, it's part of why. Last season I played in the same league and I had a horrible season with lizards. Remarkably bad. And this season I've got, well, right now I've got 16 touchdowns for and 0 against, so it's going better, shall we say. No, the side's actually fine. For once I have a shallow kick, and that is actually within range. That is pretty sweet. So this guy should score in the end. Okay, that's fine then. Get someone on there. Get in the way. Can't really get in this puppy's way anymore. There we am. Backfield sweeper? No. Occupying the puppy. And occupying the puppy. Let's see if we can catch that. Well, yes and no. I mean, on the one hand, he's been not super... Yeah, I mean, there were 2 pluses and 3 plus, but those are some dice. Yes, I can understand why he'd get salty. On the other hand, he's done a lot of one dice stuff. Hello there, Ninja Girl Jill. Sorry. Hi there, Ninja Girl Jill. Yeah, it's Massacre. The opponent is relatively new to the game. His team is sorely underdeveloped. So a combination of outgunned and not as experienced, basically. My previous game did not go all that well. It was interesting. It was Wood Elves versus Dwarves. The Dwarves were about a wizard bigger than my Woodies, and my Wood Elves had agility 5s. So there was a lot of funky stuff going on, but an untimely sneak on a pickup led to a lot of blocks, which in turn led to a draw. Could very well be Yoshi. Could very well be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now he could technically dodge out, blitz, and surf my carrier with the wolf, which is why this guy's here to freed up. Hey, Falcon! Falcon is going down. He was in chat earlier. And now he is taking a well-earned rest over here. Okay, blitz with the ghoul. Don't pow me. Good. No more reroll, because he used that earlier. So this is the guy that needs the touchdown. He's not gonna get it this turn. Oh, good. Frees up another player. Still haven't fouled. We have a bribe, but I don't have the time, okay? So we're gonna have to blitz this one way or another. That's gonna take some resources, but it looks pretty doable actually. Yes. Goodbye. zombie. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, even have space left over afterwards. The ref was gotten, yes. That's a good way to phrase that. Ooh. Lord skill helps. Push is not really all that bad, is it? Yeah. And since we're here, oh, we don't really need that. Because this guy means we still get an assist on the... Mind that part then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. Still, so 1 GFI to make that. Because of the rest, otherwise it wouldn't make me do it. And yeah, that's fine. Okay, he's now on 3. Oh! That's the one we needed to get unblitzable. That's not unblitzable at all. You get... That's quite blitzable, actually. Somehow I forgot counting from these puppies on the line. No mistakes. Oops. Yeah, this is what Stygian was saying. You're starting to play on autopilot because you know the game is in the bag, and then you throw stuff away that you actually kind of want it. Yes, this. You Googled the price of a sheep because holidays. Okay, okay, that's... Main reason I didn't score was because it wasn't on the right elf, but yes. Do you also have an explanation for why this combination of words makes sense? One wolf to assist, the other to blitz? If it's to assist, he doesn't need to go there. I did kind of give that up, which is silly. Oh, this wolf does nothing. Okay, that's good. He had a 1 die, unless he does that. Okay, very, very nice for us. So now he needs 2 GFIs to even get an assist there. And this guy still needs extra GFI. And punish. So, we have no reroll. But we do have some nice opportunities here that I think would be a waste to miss out on. However, that's a 1 die, and if we punch it there, we don't have the assist. Well, I guess we don't do the double surf then. Blue in the crowd, white down. Okay, white is stunned and the ghoul's KO'd. Oh, that was the strength too. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't be bothered to remember silly things like minus strength. Right, I mean, honestly. Okay, so, Liger scores, skills, that's good. KO, we get 1 back and not the other. He gets neither back, which means it's now a 9v9, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, that makes it 9v9. Good, good. so skilled. 12, 18. Yeah. 4 turns should be enough to make it a 6-0. Especially with the KOs. And 9v9 in Dark Elves looking for, I'm actually reading up, wow. Quit hijacking my sentences, Stygian. But yeah, Calf needs a touchdown, that's true. Stygian could do with a bit more. Steercar is actually a Kaz away as well. So much development for this team. There. That's the ghoul that... oh, it was actually the surf that got that KO. Pretty nice. Now, Eczema Beard, that's I mean, sure, but I don't know. It sounds kind of mean. I'm not a fan of mean. White 1 die, not punish. So Liger no longer needs the touchdown, but Calf very much does, and Steercar wouldn't mind it either. I'm getting Wrestle on your kicker is fine then. Stygian needs to go forward, Calf needs to go forward, and maybe Steercar. True Stygian. Agreed. I think neither of us has fouled this match. I don't think I'm going to start either. Despite the bribe. I did declare 1 foul action on a guy who would need 2 dodges and 2 GFIs to foul. He failed the first dodge and I did not reroll that. I mean, that is how it is in this game, right? Gets the POW. Lucky him. 1 die out. And a dodge, POW push would not have been enough, nor a both down. So we really need the full POW. Okay. Pickup is good for him. I guess he's going to hang back there, right? Kind of has to. Or not. Okay, so that's thing. Why did I do that? Because I was looking at the strength too. So you go occupy this. Wood. No, I got it not. Oh, that one. The ball is in one tackle zone. Okay. Let's punch this guy while we're at it. So, calf to the rescue. 3+ pickup, no reroll. Nope. Alright, fair enough. Fair enough. Still got how many turns left? 3 turns left. This guy should score. This guy should score. So, of the 4 players I have forward, yeah, the ball got there. I just didn't quite move along with it. It's actually a good spot for it, considering how far away from the white that is. If I had the position to score next turn, I would, just for the chance of getting the 5-0, the 6-0. But in order for that to happen, this guy would have to get pushed back a square, which is certainly possible. Okay. Since this is the strength 2, I could actually score this turn. But I think I'd be risking a bit much. Yeah, not with no reroll. Good enough. You're on 12. Let's see if we can get you to 14. Nope. Good. The witch was already assisting that block, but with no reroll, I was just positioning around possibility of failure. I did not ask Preacher. It feels... a lot of people get a bit defensive about their newness, which is not really necessary, but it is often how it is. And yeah, that doesn't necessarily mean everything, because a lot of people play lots of games without ever playing ladder, which is the only place where you get the ranks from. But chances are he's pretty new. Yeah. I mean, from play, it's clear that he's not the most experienced. Reroll, and still fails. Could have played tabletop for decades, absolutely. This guy's still on 14. Okay. Good. So we can either get out or we can try and get another punch in. Stone or apple, sure. There's 2 plus. Get another punch in. Good. Here. Get 1 more to die. Well, to an extent, I mean, the physical side doesn't really help, but being confronted to reason about how much you need to roll means that you have to learn the rules that determine how much you need to roll. And if you just click stuff and see what happens, and you don't, you're not forced to look into the underlying mechanics that determine what happens, it's a lot easier to get stuck in this "I'm just unlucky" mentality. I do think that's the case. Although I've seen the same mentality on tabletop as well. Ouch. No, Alright, so do I have anyone who's at a point? He was on 12. Yeah, it's not worth it, is it? Wait, this is the strength 2, which means I can get a 3 die on this guy. And I guess this is still worth taking as well. Yep, 6 dice is enough. And rewarded. Sheesh, 11 into 11. Minus armor on the minus strength guy. So, here comes the 6th one. I've never played League, so I don't really know. So that's a skilled witch elf. Technically, when you say a steep curve, what you're saying is that people learn it very quickly. But I know that people say this when they mean it's hard to learn. But that would be the opposite. Hey Dovian, yep. Yep, 6-0 is where we're at right now. Yeah, like the article I posted earlier. Or did you mean the actual rules interactions, not the skill synergies, J. France? That's very good, Preacher. That is very good. I have some Rastafari, And you're watching Dark Elves. My Wood Elf game was the first match of the stream, which started 2.5 hours ago. Well, if you're into team building and skill synergies, the article that I posted just above here is very much worth looking into. If you want to learn a specific race, I have race-specific playlists on my YouTube, which are worth looking into, which you find there. If you're very new, I have the tutorial match, where Kath and I play Dark Elves and Orcs, which I consider to be the two most appropriate races to learn the game with. Nice eczema beard. True, that is very true, Kaniwa. Let's see if there's a note in my Discord already saying I shouldn't do that. Let's see. Highlights, stream highlights, no. Lazy mods. Woody's Tree Fail compilation. Yeah, so we're going to be rolling some skills soon, huh? Just survive 2 more punches and maybe a foul. Okay, that's one. Well, the team is going from 9 to 11 skill ups, unless the MVP falls well, in which case it's going to 12 skill ups in 5 games. Yes. And there's quite a good chance of the MVP falling well, actually. I have a bunch of players sitting on 1 on 11. SPP, not that many. Due to the very sunny, I did not pass much. I think I had 1 pass, 2 Kaz, so that would be 5. Plus the MVP would be 10. 28? 28 SPP, I think. Could be 3 counts, maybe. We'll see. Quite a bunch of SPP for a rookie-ish team. Of course, it's hard to say you don't get that many SPP if you make 6 touchdowns. So that makes the touchdown total 18-4, 0 against. MVP went to the kicker, whose skills, so that's 3 skill ups. SPP total, 6. A bunch. Counting is hard, okay? 30, I think. Yeah. Hi, Gaff. Did we win? I don't think winning does justice to what that was. Just need to have the match confirmed so that we can roll 3 skill ups, including 1 on Calf, actually. Yep. What was it then? It was a 6-0 massacre. Which means my team now has... oh, it doesn't actually say. Touchdown sustained, 0. And touchdown scored, 18. Yeah, that's right. Even though... So that already includes the stats from the game that hasn't been confirmed. 3 plus agilities. That would be something. Oh, 4 skills. 4 skills. Okay, normal for the witch. That's going to be side stuff. Normal for the blodge. And that's probably also going to be side stuff. Liger! Liger has plus chili. No, Donkey Dragon, you didn't miss the match. You missed both matches. Yeah, this was the kicker, so he gets wrestle. So that means we now have 3 wrestlers, including the kick one. So yeah, for 5 games old, this is a lot of star player points. So yeah, 1 sidestep is for sure. I think I might actually just pick tackle for Sean now. I mean, I don't have a mighty blow yet. This is the kind of the right time to start picking tackle. Then again, I could pick tackle on the witch, but on a surfer, I really like the sidestep. No, I have some time to think about that. Whew. That was... This team is doing ridiculously well. 5 matches, yeah, I know, right? I mean, the fact that I have 18 touchdowns in 5 games and 0 against. Agility into leap? Could be. Certainly appealing. Yep. Alright. I'm not deciding this now. I guess I can have a look at what my next opponent will be. Schedule day 6. Day 6. Where am I? Keldrick. Jurak. Rampage. Who are they? Those things should just be clickable. Lizards. Okay. Well, I guess for punching skinks, a tackle is not bad. Oh, you should see my other teams then, Preacher. So, yeah. And having tackle on block actually makes more sense against the lizards. So this is fine. And then the surfer can get the sidestep to prevent the counter surf, which is also pretty solid. 60k towards witch number 2. Yeah. This one is close to skilling, and these 2. So 3 players that are near a skill up. At some point it's going to slow down the development, right? But yeah, 1470 for a 5-game-old team is nuts. It is absolutely nuts. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this, remember to hit the thumbs up button. If you want to see more of my content, then do press the subscribe button and the little bell, and I'll see you around.